Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness. Welcome to my channel. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and thank you to all of our new community members joining this channel. Thank you so much for taking the time to hit that subscribe button and liking my videos. It really helps out. So thank you, thank you. This channel is dedicated to your spiritual well-being. So we're going to get started on a reading today. And I just felt called that I need to do messages from the masculine. That's just what I'm hearing. So we want to see what's going on with the masculine energy and find out if there's a message for you. Yeah, it's just that's what's coming through for me. So surrendering to the journey, releasing control. I feel like the masculines are kind of tired of fighting the upstream battle, all of the influx of energy, trying to, I'm hearing from my guides, prove themselves. And really, I feel like they're just kind of like, look, I just got to let what's going to happen. Whatever's meant to be is going to be. That is surrendering control. Now, this could be somebody who has always tried to emphasize control over, and I'm hearing the word domination. You know, take things as they resonate. But I feel like there's a masculine energy that was just trying to be really overly dominant, and it was almost like overcompensating for some of the weaker areas in their personalities that they were trying to protect. I'm going to use the word protect. But I feel like this is kind of a pivotal point for them. We now have Jupiter in retrograde in Gemini. So there's going to be kind of a drawing energy, a contractual energy, pulling back. You're going to see people maybe not posting as much on social media. So there may be, if you're watching your masculine social media, you may not see a whole lot right now, because I feel like there's this kind of withdrawal where they're kind of reflecting, doing the reanalysis, same thing that everybody else is doing, and looking at it and like, you know what, I can't keep fighting. It's just not effective. So we've been talking about that definition process. They're going through the same thing. They're kind of refining how they've been doing things, because what they've been doing is not working. So let's see what they're up to in the twin flame ascension. So if this is a twin flame or a deep soulmate, or it could just be somebody that you're attached to, or let's use the word connected. I don't like the word attachment, but it just feels like they're possibly turning over control to a higher power. So we have reprogramming their soul, release, raise, and reclaim. All about that Jupiter in retrograde. Now, Pluto is in retrograde. It's going direct on the 11th in 2 days. So there's going to be a shift when that happens. Anytime Pluto moves, you can feel it. But we also have a lot of light energy coming in from the sun, the solar activity. We've had some pretty powerful CMEs hit us. I think the northern pole, the poles are in some sort of proton energy right now. So you might feel, and here's how my guides are showing me. Stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. Like a burst of energy and then lethargy. Burst of energy, then lethargy. Just go with that flow. That's the energy coming in from the cosmos, from the sun, from the universe, and it's almost stop and start, because you get this burst of energy, but then you burn out quick. So just go with the flow. If you get energy, do something. If you need to rest, rest. And then twin flame. So this is definitely twin flame energy. Everything is possible. This is balance. Look at the kind of the yin yang. The white and the black swans. 11, 11. Here we have 5 and 5. So this is about kind of where the relationship is focused, and then with the life lessons that are being learned right now is all about, really quite honestly, I feel like they feel powerless, and they're just having to reprogram. And that's what that Jupiterian energy is all about. All right, let's pull some tarot, get some detail about what's going on in the masculine's life, in their energy, in their awareness, and then we'll pull some messages from the Lover's Oracle. So let's look at what's going on outwardly for the masculine right now. What you may be seeing or not seeing, if they're not posting on the social media, or you're not hearing from friends, or if you're in no contact. This is maybe what's going on with the masculine for some of you, especially if this part resonates with you by now, then you're going to get some information here. Three of Swords and Two of Pentacles. There's a struggle going on. Notice it's a 2 and a 3, which is a 5. There's a struggle going on. They're going through really kind of a painful reprogramming process. You're going to see some things that are going on that are pretty hurtful for them, and they may be very indecisive about how to deal with it. They're struggling. They're trying to restore balance to their lives. It's not going well. And so they're going to have to surrender this control in order to just kind of let the divine come in and say, let's just scoot some things around here and help the guy out. All right, what's going on inwardly? Feels like, Murphy's Law here. If it can go wrong, it's going wrong. And I know, the ego part of you is going to say, yeah, he deserves that. But the compassion part of you, the conscious part of you is like, I hope things get better. So, kind of lean toward the compassionate, conscious part, please. And then we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so in the energy, inwardly, they're not quite sure. They're feeling very isolated. They're feeling very alone. They're feeling, alone in the universe. And if you checked out my Twin Flame video series, video number 3, I talked about my experience with that. So that's how they're feeling, and they're very emotional right now. It's almost like there's emotional fragility going on. So I feel like they have counted on other people to help fill their cup, and other people are just kind of, we don't have time for that right now. Here's the Emperor. That's Aries energy, Mars energy. It feels outwardly, there may be some visible signs of this struggle. Inwardly, it looks as though they're just grappling to try and get some sort of control over their lives, and it's not working because they're being asked at this point to give it to God, give it to the divine, let the divine sort this out. And what my guides are showing me, it's almost like a rummage table where there's a bunch of components on this table, and my guides are showing me that they're just trying to make something out of all of these components, and it's not working. They keep coming up with something broken. And so what I see is my guides are showing me the divine coming in saying, okay, we're going to put this here. Look, this isn't going to work. We're tossing that. This isn't going to work. We're tossing that. And they're going to be left with the things that are functional. And then they can build something from just those things. But they're using parts that are broken. And those broken parts are not assembling together nicely. And so whatever their product is, it's not working. So there's a lot of what I'm getting is frustration, but they're being asked to just kind of let that process happen, and they're still trying to exert a little bit of a control. Maybe feel like I've got all the power I need, I can do this, but the universe is going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and say, you're going to have to let us do this for right now, because we're kind of heartbroken seeing you scrambling here, scrubbling, the word scrubbling, trying to fit these broken pieces together. It's not going to work. We have to eliminate some broken things. All right, so what's going on in their awareness as far as the connection? Page of Pentacles. They are definitely feeling like there's something they're not quite ready for. And the Chariot. Okay. With the Page of Pentacles, it's like this is a whole new experience for me, and they're not really ready to awaken to it yet. I feel like they are just wanting to be liberated. They have had to persevere for so long. They just want out from under the heaviness. But they know that they're going to have to start something new. They're just kind of putting it off right now. They're planting it in the ground. They'll let it, they'll watch it grow later, but right now it's kind of like, I'm going to plant this and I'm going to come back to it. But right now I just need to revel in the liberation, the moving out of this energy, releasing myself from this heaviness. The Hanged Man. Oh dear. So like I was saying, sorry, my alarm went off on my incubator. The humidity was low, so I had to go add some water so my little eggs will hatch. All right, so here's the Hanged Man, and this is that Neptune energy. This is all about releasing. This is about releasing control. Look, I'm just going to hang here. I'm going to wait for something to shift because what I'm doing isn't working, and that's the whole message here. What the masculine is doing right now is not working. It feels like they're just digging themselves deeper into some sort of quagmire, and they just want to be liberated. They just want the release. They want to be able to kind of start over, but with the wisdom and knowledge of what's not working, they're not quite there. They're not quite able to identify what's not working. The Star card. They're wishing for a new life, a new opportunity to rebuild with the wisdom to get it right this time. We have two powerful major arcanas here with the Chariot, with the Emperor. I really feel like there is pressure on the masculine to release control and let the divine kind of help sort them out. They may be like on their knees in prayer, maybe working on some belief system strategies to get some divine intervention is what I really feel like. I think they just realize that what they're doing isn't working. It's not what is really what's right for them, but they don't seem to know how to fix it or do it differently. Let's do bottom of the deck before we go into the messages. Expand your horizons. I think when they come out of this Jupiter retrograde, they're going to have learned a lot. That's when they're going to release. So we have two cards of release, 3 cards of release here. They're going to reclaim. They're going to reclaim. They're going to plant the seeds of a new life. And then they're going to refine this Jupiter in retrograde in Gemini. They're going to refine the way they do things. And that is going to involve the connection as well as the communication. And then once they come out of this Jupiter retrograde in February 2025, there will be the expansion then. Jupiter will be direct. And then they're going to start to see what they have sown, they will reap. Six of Swords, going to be a much more peaceful energy for them. They will feel like finally releasing the control was the pivotal point for them. And that's going to be a great wisdom for them to move forward. And then they're going to be changing their perception. That's the Hangman energy. they're going to see things very differently when this Jupiter comes out of retrograde, which is good. Good for them. Bravo. All right, let's see what's going on. I see transformation at the bottom. That's good news. And it stayed on the bottom when I picked up the deck. So this is a message twice. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So be in, again, in that energy of, and I know for some this is very hard, to be in the energy of compassion. Remember, there is no ego in 5D. Ego is contrast. And as we move into the age of Aquarius, the 5th dimension, we have to make sure that our ego is not our dominant decision making and how we use our heart energy. We want to make sure that our ego is only there when it's absolutely necessary. And as we move closer to the age of Aquarius, it will become less and less and less. So let's be compassion, heart-centered, focused, you know, your spiritual self, your higher self, and less about, you know, the jabs. And I'm just going to say that because I see it in comments from other readers that, you know, there are some people, some feminines that are still very angry with their masculines. And I get it. That's part of the journey, part of the process. But it is something that needs to be healed. So that's all I'm going to say about it, because I know many of you get upset when I kind of speak that, but it's part of the journey. It's part of your healing. So what else do we want to know? Reflection. How perfect. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So we have a really positive energy. So I'm telling you, February 2025, there's going to be like a change, a shift. And that is definitely going to show all the work that has been done here during this Jupiter retrograde. And reflection is part of this as we reflect on, masculine's reflecting on what's not working. Okay, so I got to change the way I'm doing things. What do I need to change? Well, they don't even know where to start, so they're going to be asking for some divine intervention, some divine assistance, and that is going to help them release control and start things on a path forward that's more positive. Especially with the star card and the Aquarian energy coming in. Okay, so let's see one more. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So what is caused, that's this reflection, and look inside yourself. What is causing you to feel this way? Why is he feeling this way, and what's causing it? And I think it's the ineffectualness of what they're doing is causing the frustration and the feelings of isolation. Okay, that is the message I have for you. I hope it helps. If you found something valuable, would you please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel? I would be most grateful, because little channels like mine don't fare well with the big algorithm of YouTube. So thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a wonderful, uplifting day. Focus on your spiritual well-being, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you to all of you who participated in the live last night. It was wonderful. It was so much fun. I love being able to interact in real time with you and provide you some free readings and guidance. Until I see you again, my dear friends, namaste. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribing to my channel, and your very kind comments. I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out my other videos for other messages that will help you enhance your spiritual well-being. I'm Elle, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, my dear friends, namaste.